the right elements. It's a fantasy, it's a love story, it's got that sexy bad boy lead.
Talk on your cell phone while driving. You just can't hold the cell phone in your hand. And there are literally dozens of options to make that possible. But it's small business owners here in Medford who say for or against the plan. Conditions are just ripe for fire out here. The wind, the heat. Take a look at the smoke behind me.
We had to trek about a half a mile to get up to the fire lines, and it is extremely hot in this gear.
It actually just started snowing, huge flakes coming down right now. Siskiyou Boulevard and Tolman, right where the road is being blocked off. Now, neighborhoods in that area are being evacuated. And as a quiet rally organized by a local peace group became a heated discussion. Season before bears go into hibernation, so they're just hoping trash cans like this one will be open and full of food so they can grab some grub and get on out. A shock for elementary school students Wednesday when a 100-pound bear was shot out of a tree in their playground right in the middle of first period.
It was a surprise.
But wildlife experts say it's more common than you may think.
Now, I don't know if it was garbage night or not, but there's fruit, it's apple season, stuff's falling out of the trees, and people routinely leave their garbage out in advance of garbage pickup, and that's just like a smorgasbord for a bear.
Wildlife advocate Sally Mackler says if you're going to see one, it's probably going to be around fall when bears try to gather food for winter. It's also likely to be in East Medford, a perfect example of a new neighborhood in what was once a rural animal habitat.
It's his territory. He probably has that as a route anyway, and he just was in the wrong place at the wrong time and got caught.
Officers used a tranquilizer dart to get this bear out of the tree safely.
They were very excited to see the bear. They were a little bit worried when they saw the guns.
None of the kids saw the bear go down. They were on lockdown with the blinds drawn.
We explained to them that they did have their guns out, but that all they were going to do is make the bear sleepy and put it in a crate and take it away, which is exactly what happened.
It's very, very scary.
Overnight, the rural, tight-knit community of Glendale has been forever changed.
I live way out, and I went straight downstairs, brought my dogs in, I locked all my doors, and I never do that. You just don't do that in this community, but we do now.
And that was also a strong suggestion from police on Friday, after a man shot 2 women the night before, killing one and critically injuring her elderly mother. John Gallego, who's lived here all his life, just couldn't believe it.
It's shocking, to be honest. You don't see anything like that around here.
Another thing residents had never seen before, this many police, dozens of them in town, not letting anyone in or out of nearby Azalea without a photo ID.
Letting them know what occurred last night and letting them know that the suspect is still at large.
Law enforcement also scouring the house where the crime happened, looking for clues, still unsure of a motive for this gruesome crime.
Does it seem like these women had any enemies that might have done this to them?
You know, again, it's real early to tell, but I can say not that I know of.
The 88-year-old woman who lived here, now hanging on for her life, was a well-known, well-loved substitute teacher. Aside from the cheering, sign waving, and even the occasional shouting, dozens of these 600-some people in Medford Thursday were able to ask questions.
Why should I be obligated to pay for health care for immigrants who live here illegally?
And get some answers.
You, as a taxpayer, already pay for those individuals.
Senator Ron Wyden, a longtime supporter of President Obama's health care reform plan, said he wanted to dispel myths and make clear facts that this plan will benefit Southern Oregonians.
I don't think we can expect corporations to pay for everyone's health care.
The free choice proposal, no tax on business.
But a lot of people said they aren't too sure this is the way to do it.
I get a blowout and I blow out a flat tire. I fix the tire. I don't buy 4 tires and I don't buy a new car. I fix the tire.
Others came out to support Wyden and the plan.
I hope to let him know that a lot of us are supporting the public option because it's the decent thing to do, to give health care to all Americans.
And most people agreed that on the road to reform, this talk at least is a healthy start.